Listen up, a massive grocery price shock is coming and it's going to hit your wallet hard. Food inflation is about to demolish your weekly budget if you're not ready. Your grocery bill next month? Some items could literally double in price. This isn't clickbait. This is your real warning. In this video, I'll break down 7 essential grocery items about to skyrocket and show you exactly why. By the end, you'll know what's coming, which items are the biggest culprits, and how to protect your cash. Smash that like button if you're ready to save money. Let's dive in. First up, milk, that creamy white liquid we all know and love. It's a breakfast staple, a baking essential, and a refreshing drink on a hot day. But what if I told you that this everyday item is about to undergo a major transformation? That staple in your fridge, the one you grab without a second thought, the one you always have on hand for cereal, coffee, or just a simple glass. It's about to get a lot more expensive. Prepare yourself because the days of affordable milk might be numbered. We're talking a significant price jump, one that could impact your grocery budget in a big way. Why? What's causing this sudden surge in milk prices? Is it just inflation, or is there something more at play? Dairy farmers are getting squeezed by soaring feed costs. They're facing unprecedented challenges, and the pressure is mounting. Grain, hay, everything's up. The cost of feeding their herds has skyrocketed, putting a huge strain on their operations. It's a perfect storm of economic factors hitting the dairy industry hard. Energy prices are through the roof. Fueling tractors, powering milking equipment, and keeping milk cold all require massive amounts of energy, and dairy farming is energy-intensive from milking. The process of extracting milk from cows requires specialized machinery and constant power, to refrigeration to transport. Maintaining the cold chain from farm to store is crucial for preserving milk's quality and safety, but it comes at a significant cost. Labor shortages mean higher wages. Finding and retaining skilled workers is becoming increasingly difficult, forcing dairy farms to offer more competitive salaries, which get passed on to you. Ultimately, these increased costs have to be absorbed somewhere, and unfortunately, that burden falls on the consumer. Every part of the process is more expensive, from the farm to the processing plant to the grocery store. Every step in the milk supply chain is facing rising costs, and it all lands on your grocery bill. Get ready to see a noticeable difference in your total at the checkout counter. Milk isn't just for drinking, it's a versatile ingredient that plays a key role in many of our favorite foods. It's in your cereal. That morning bowl of cereal just won't be the same without it. Coffee, many of us rely on milk or cream to start our day with a perfect cup of coffee. Cheese, from cheddar to mozzarella, milk is the foundation of countless cheeses. Yogurt, a healthy and delicious snack or breakfast option. A price hike here ripples everywhere. The impact of rising milk prices will be felt across the entire food industry, families with kids, those with growing children who need their daily dose of calcium, or anyone relying on dairy will feel this hard. Individuals who depend on dairy for their nutritional needs will be particularly affected. Industry insiders are warning. Experts who closely monitor the dairy market are raising concerns. Brace yourself for a serious shift. This isn't just a temporary fluctuation, it's a sign of a larger trend. This isn't a minor bump. This is more than just a slight increase in price. It's a foundational change, a fundamental shift in the economics of the dairy industry. The milk aisle is about to look a lot pricier. Prepare to see higher price tags on your favorite milk brands, and it'll hit your budget fast. The impact on your wallet will be immediate and noticeable. Plan for higher dairy costs now, take proactive steps to adjust your spending habits, or risk getting caught off guard. Don't wait until you're at the checkout to realize the extent of the price increase. Milk could soon feel like a luxury. The days of taking affordable milk for granted may be coming to an end, if this trend keeps up. If the factors driving up milk prices continue, it could become a premium item. Don't let it surprise you. Be prepared for the changes ahead. Prepare your budget, take control of your finances, and plan accordingly. Next, beef. Let's talk about what's happening with beef prices and why your next steak night might be a lot more expensive than you think, or it might not even happen at all. We're diving deep into the factors impacting the beef industry, from farm to table, and what it means for your wallet. Prices are already high, as anyone who's recently strolled through the meat aisle can attest. You've probably noticed those price tags creeping up, making you think twice about that juicy cut of steak, but they're set to soar even more. Prepare yourself because the situation is about to intensify. What you're paying now might seem like a bargain compared to what's coming. Why? What's driving this impending price surge? Let's break down the key factors contributing to this beef price predicament. Supply chain disruptions, still lingering from recent global events, are playing a significant role. Getting beef from the ranch to your local grocery store has become more complex and costly. Drought in major cattle regions is devastating herds and pastures. These dry conditions are impacting the availability of grazing land and water, essential for raising healthy cattle, and shrinking herds mean fewer cattle are available for processing. Ranchers are struggling to maintain their livestock numbers, leading to a decrease in overall beef production. This all means less beef on the market. The shelves might start looking a little bare and your favorite cuts might be harder to find. When supply drops and demand stays high, it's basic economics. Everyone wants their beef, but there's simply less of it to go around. Prices skyrocket. Expect to see those numbers on the price tags climb even higher in the coming months. Global demand is strong, adding further pressure to the already strained supply. Countries around the world are vying for their share of the beef market, and emerging economies are competing for the same supply, driving prices up even more. This global competition intensifies the pressure on beef availability and affordability. Ranchers face higher feed costs, making it more expensive to raise cattle. The price of grain and other feed components has increased significantly. Fuel and labor costs are also on the rise, adding to the financial burden. From transporting feed to hiring farmhands, every aspect of ranching has become more expensive, and they can't absorb it all. Ranchers are already operating on thin margins, and these increased costs are pushing many to the brink. Meatpacking plants are short-staffed, further slowing down the processing and distribution of beef. Labor shortages are impacting various industries, and meatpacking is no exception, and more expensive to run, with increased energy and operational costs. These plants are facing their own set of economic challenges. Every step from pasture to packaging is pricier, contributing to the overall increase in beef prices. The entire supply chain is feeling the squeeze, and it all adds up. All these factors combine to create a perfect storm of rising beef prices. Steaks, those once affordable indulgences, and burgers, the quintessential backyard BBQ staple, may become rare treats, reserved for special occasions and celebrations, not weekly staples. The days of casually throwing a steak on the grill every Tuesday might be numbered. Even ground beef is getting expensive. The humble hamburger is not immune to these price pressures. If you're a beef lover, prepare for some tough choices. It's time to rethink your budget and prioritize your beef consumption, or look for alternatives like chicken, pork, or plant-based options. This isn't about greed, it's not ranchers trying to get rich quick. It's survival for producers who are facing unprecedented challenges. They're just trying to stay afloat in a difficult economic climate. The beef price shock is real, and it's not just a temporary blip, and it's coming fast. The window to enjoy affordable beef might be closing sooner than you think. Stay alert, keep an eye on those prices, or your next BBQ could break the bank. Be prepared to adjust your grilling plans accordingly. Eggs, your breakfast staple, are about to get shockingly expensive. The culprit? A devastating bird flu outbreak is wiping out millions of egg-laying hens. Fewer hens mean fewer eggs, and supply is plummeting. Farmers are struggling to contain the virus, but it's tough to stop. Supermarkets are already limiting egg purchases in some places. For families relying on eggs as affordable protein, this is a big blow. Eggs are in everything: baking, sauces, processed foods. So the price hike spreads. Manufacturers will pass higher costs on to you. This crisis could last a while. Rebuilding flocks takes time. Prepare for empty shelves and eye-watering prices. You may need to consider egg alternatives or cut back. Your breakfast budget is about to get scrambled. Coffee lovers, brace yourselves. Your daily cup is about to get pricey. Climate disasters in Brazil and Vietnam, droughts and frosts and floods, are slashing coffee harvests. Global demand keeps rising, but supply is shrinking. Shipping costs are up, with container shortages and higher fuel prices. Every step from farm to cup is more expensive. Even supermarket brands will see price hikes, not just fancy cafes. Coffee shops are already raising prices, and it's not stopping soon. This isn't a short-term blip. Climate and demand issues are long-term. If coffee is essential, start budgeting for higher prices now. Consider making your coffee habit more economical. The morning jolt is about to hit your wallet. Don't get caught off guard. Plan ahead. Olive oil, another kitchen staple, is spiking by up to 25% or more. Why? Droughts and heat waves in Spain, Italy, and Greece are crushing olive harvests. Smaller yields mean less oil, and global supply is tight. Production costs, fertilizer, fuel, labor, are all up. Demand for olive oil keeps rising, especially for extra virgin. Trade issues and tariffs can add even more to the price. In times of shortage, watch out for diluted or fake oils. Buy from trusted brands. If olive oil is key in your kitchen, prepare for sticker shock. Use it sparingly, look for sales, or try alternatives if needed. Even other cooking oils are rising, so shop smart. Olive oil is about to become a lot more precious. Adjust your cooking habits to save. Rice, a global staple, is facing major price hikes. Export bans from countries like India are tightening global supply. Weather disruptions, floods, droughts, unpredictable monsoons are slashing yields across Asia. Farming costs, fertilizer, fuel, pesticides are soaring. Some farmers may switch crops, further reducing rice supply. Energy and transport costs add to the final price. For many families, rice is a daily essential, not just a side dish. Price hikes will hit lower-income households hardest. Expect to pay more for all types of rice: basmati, jasmine, long grain, you name it. If you find a good deal, consider stocking up. But don't panic buy. Understand the reasons behind the spike to shop smarter. Rice is no longer the cheap staple it once was. Plan your pantry accordingly. We've all felt the pinch at the checkout lately, haven't we? The rising cost of groceries can feel overwhelming, like a constant battle against inflation. But enough doom and gloom, let's fight back. It's time to take control of our grocery spending and implement some strategies that will make a real difference. Here's how to save money on groceries right now. These are actionable tips you can start using today to see immediate results. We're going to cover everything from planning and preparation to smart shopping techniques and creative ways to reduce waste. Always shop with a list and a plan. It's the golden rule of grocery savings. Wandering the aisles without a clear idea of what you need is a recipe for impulse buys and overspending. Before you even think about making that list, check your pantry first. You might be surprised at what you already have lurking in the back. And then, plan meals around what you have. This is a fantastic way to use up existing ingredients, reduce waste, and save money. Get creative and see what delicious dishes you can create with what's already on hand. Don't forget to check and see what's on sale. Building your meal plan around discounted items is a surefire way to keep your grocery bill down. Study weekly flyers, both online and in print, to identify the best deals in your area. Use coupons, whether they're paper, digital, or cashback offers, every little bit counts. And join loyalty programs. They often offer exclusive discounts, personalized deals, and rewards points that can translate into significant savings. Remember, every bit helps. Even small savings on individual items can add up to a substantial amount over time. Be flexible. Don't be afraid to adjust your meal plan based on what's on sale or what's available. For example, if beef is expensive, consider other options. Try chicken or plant-based proteins. These can be significantly cheaper and just as nutritious. Similarly, if olive oil is up in price, don't despair. Try store brands or alternatives like canola or avocado oil. They often offer similar benefits at a fraction of the cost. Cut food waste. It's a huge drain on your grocery budget. Store food properly to extend its shelf life. Use airtight containers, wrap produce carefully, and pay attention to expiration dates. Get creative with leftovers, transforming them into entirely new and exciting meals, and freeze what you can't use right away. Freezing is a fantastic way to preserve food and prevent it from going to waste. Buy in bulk for non-perishables like rice, beans, and pasta, but only if it makes sense, meaning the unit price is lower than buying individual packages. And only if you'll use it all before it expires or goes stale. There's no point in saving money on the front end if the food ends up going to waste. Compare unit prices, that's the price per ounce or pound, to make sure bulk is really cheaper than buying smaller, packaged items. Sometimes, the smaller packages are actually the better deal. Explore different stores. Don't limit yourself to just one supermarket. Discount grocers like Aldi and Lidl can offer incredible savings on everyday items. Ethnic markets often have lower prices on specific ingredients and unique products. Farmers markets can be a great source of fresh, local produce at competitive prices, especially when items are in season. And online retailers can have great deals, especially if you take advantage of subscription services and free shipping offers. Don't be afraid to shop around and compare prices to find the best deals. Cook more from scratch. It's almost always cheaper than buying pre-made or processed foods. Convenience foods cost more because you're paying for the added labor and packaging. Challenge yourself to a zero-waste week. This will force you to be more mindful of your consumption and find creative ways to use up everything you buy. Stock up on staples when they're on sale, but be strategic about it. Don't hoard. Only buy what you know you'll use before it expires. Every small saving adds up over time. It's the consistent effort that makes the biggest difference. Stay alert, pay attention to prices, and be willing to compare different brands and sizes. Stay flexible, be open to trying new things and substituting ingredients when necessary, and adapt your habits. What worked last year might not work this year, so be prepared to adjust your strategies as needed. You can beat these price hikes with smart shopping and a little bit of planning. Let's make your money go further and enjoy delicious, affordable meals without breaking the bank. That was a lot, but now you're ready for what's coming to the grocery aisles. Knowledge is power. Being proactive is your best defense. Stay vigilant, adapt your shopping, and don't let inflation wreck your budget. We're all in this together. Share your best tips in the comments. Let's help each other save and beat these crazy prices. Thanks for watching. See you next time.